Homestead. Since you saw my first Mr. Stripey that I stabbed, which I've now eaten, and it was divine. It was like eating watermelon but a tomato. It was beautiful. Okay, here is my second Mr. Stripey. See, it's beautiful red bottom. It's starting to spot. I need to eat it. You see its beautiful red bottom. If you look on this side, if I can turn it the correct way, see how beautiful that is? It's beautiful. So that's my second Mr. Stripey. I'll be eating that tonight with my supper. And this is my first pink Brandywine. This is the one that was on the vine that didn't have much of a cat face. I found out from one of our viewers that is called cat facing. And I appreciate it. Sorry I can't remember your name right now. I think it's Jerry somebody. Thank you so much for your comment. We greatly appreciate it. Also, I'd watched Roots and Refuge Homestead and learned about cat facing by the time I posted that video. She's really great. She has a lot of knowledge. They've not been homesteading, but I think for 4 years. You know, this is our first year. Homestead Dream 2018! So anyway, now that I've showed you my Mr. Stripey, my Brandywine, let's go check out what's in the garden now. It's been raining for a couple of days, so let's go on down to the garden and see if I have anything ripe. And there's a few things I didn't show you that I'm going to show you in the video I posted yesterday. So, and it's been about 3 weeks since I did that video, so things have really taken off since then. I've got greens up, I'll show you those. And it's not raining. I keep looking out the window if you keep wondering what I'm doing. It's not raining anymore, at least for the moment. It's supposed to rain all weekend. We're going to harvest tomorrow, which is August 4th, 2018, our first rabbit harvest. And of course we'll post a video about that. I am sweating in this house. It's going to be worse outside. Humid. Alright, let's go out to the garden and check things out and see the progress. And it's been about 3 weeks since I made that video I posted yesterday. Alright, let's go check it out. See you in a bit. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. A very sunny shot of what we call our perennial garden. We got all kinds of stuff growing in there. So that's probably pretty much the best shot I can get of the whole garden with a big old patch of grass in the middle there. Alright then. Can you guess what I want to start with? Can you guess? Yeah, tomatoes. Let's go check them out. Ooh, that turns. That's not a good place to hold that. Yeah, tomatoes. Alright, so here we go. To the garden, I love my garden. It's been raining. I came out here in the rain yesterday and picked some cherry tomatoes. Those little, what do you call those things? I just thought of it. Oh yes, cherry tomatoes that I'm going to call Little Stripeys because they did turn out to be very much like my Mr. Stripey, but in a cherry tomato variety. Very sweet, very juicy, delicious. I love them. I've eaten tons of them. I'm going to pickle some. Oh, and I told you that I pickled some of my Huskies. They turned out great. The pickle was done last night and I ate some. Yum, tangy. I lacto fermented them with just salt, you know, no fancy vinegar, just salt and water. Yep, it was great. I'm gonna do more later. I'll do a video. Alright, here we go. Let's check out the tomatoes. Alright guys, here we go. This is Brandywine, pink Brandywine. I did not realize that I did not say the word pink when I actually made that video. So it's a pink Brandywine. And if you look right here, here's that big old cat face one. Look at it. It looks so cool. That is cat facing. Thank you so much, Jerry. I think your last name was Crowder. I'll put it on the screen. Thank you so much. And look, it's actually gonna make it. I was so worried with my other ones because you could actually see seeds, like in that little spot right there. You could see seeds. So, but that one you can't. So, yay. And that's about the biggest fruit that's on that one. This one's got a crazy cat facey looking thing. But yeah, other than that, she's looking good. So there you go. That's Brandywine. No Brandywines except for the one I pulled early and ripened on the counter. Okay, and this is Mr. Stripey, my favorite tomato. And let's see. Oh, beautiful Mr. Stripey's. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Ooh, that one cracked. Don't do that. Watch out for thorns. See, and you can see where the big Mama Jamma was. I ate the big Mama Jamma. And the other little one came from right there too. And then there's some more lovely Mr. Stripey's. Oh, and there's our strawberries. We have lots of strawberry plants. They're all growing. They're perennials. We get them start coming in April, May. And we had tons. I made jam. It was delicious. So there is, whoa, thorns attack again. I've really got to do something about that. So anyway, let's check out the zucchini. You know, yesterday I pulled some and they were giant. I'll show you when we go back in the house. They were like dadgum huge zucchini. I let them go way too long. I'll probably just save the seeds. All right, no more zucchini. I'm not sad about that. Okay, you know how I showed you where the yellow crooked neck squash was going to come up? Are you ready? People, they're tiny. But here we go. Yellow crooked neck squash sprouted. We had 2 that did not, and 1 way down there next to those tomatoes. So there is. Hopefully we'll get some yellow crooked neck before it frosts. I've never planted squash this late, so we'll see. Alright, Mr. Husky. In all of this cloudy rain, did you ripen any tomatoes? Looky, looky. It's a little pale, but we'll take it. Take that one down there, too. Okay. And that's Mr. Husky. Like I said, I get 2 tomatoes a day. I was not kidding. Now, yesterday, I think I got 4. I'm not sure. And here is another heirloom. I'm calling it Little Stripey. That's the Roma. Here's the Roma. Can you see? Oh, come here, little Roma. There's a little Roma tomato. All my Romas have been small. Not that I've had that many. I think this is like my 3rd or 4th one so far. Get off, leaf. There we go, Roma. In the giant basket. See, I brought the giant basket today because of the giant zucchini yesterday. I was unprepared. I had so many tomatoes in my pockets. I don't think I'm going to have any. It's been so cloudy. But see, I had to get rid of those. They split because of all the rain. And they had some bug damage in the splits. So, but I did save a bunch of them that had split. So that was a good thing. I think I got, oh, that one's beautiful. And it split. I came so close to pulling that one yesterday. I mean, so close. Can you see that split? Zoom in. I'm pulling it, and then you'll be able to see it. Hang on, let me do this. There we go. See, darn it. But no bug damage yet, so we'll just take that in the house and eat it. Even though it's a little underripe, they're still going to be good. They're yummy. I love them. Little stripes. See, if you look at the ones that split too bad to save with bug damage, you can see how they're yellow with a red stripe. That's why I call them little stripes, since I don't know what their real name is. Here are our cucumbers. I looked at them a little yesterday, but I did not check them good. We probably gotten a dozen or so off these little vines. This is a pickle bush. There's some coming. See them coming? There's some coming right there, but none big enough to pull yet. And I hope they make it, because I did this little pickle bush so I could lacto. Oh, there's another little one. Can you see it? There's my hand shadow in it. But I wanted this pickle bush because I wanted to have the size pickle I wanted, or size cucumber I wanted to use as a pickle, a small one. And also I wanted to lacto ferment them, so I'm going to do that now that I have enough to cram in a big jar. Okay, this is my butter lettuce, folks. It's up. Yeah, I got a little grass down there, but that's okay. That's just because we use spent hay. I'll pull it out. It's easy. It takes me seconds. So right there is my butter lettuce coming up. I think the birds stole my spinach seeds. I really do. Down there's a volunteer tomato plant. I've just let it go to its own devices. I have no idea what it is. They're bigger than a cherry, but not as big as a slicer. They're like those chef-sized tomatoes. I'll show you those in a minute. But there's my butter lettuce again. And then over here we have collards, and this really is collards. I planted these collards. And there's the collards I planted coming up. There we go. There's my collards coming up. Okay. And then my husband planted Napa cabbage here, or Chinese cabbage rather, almost the same thing. And it didn't come up either. I don't know whether the seeds were duds or what. Didn't have any of that come up either, so I'm going to resow that a little bit later. You've seen my chamomile before. There's our chamomile. That's not German, that's why I've not harvested flowers. See, obviously, German chamomile, harvested. German chamomile, harvested. Borage, going to flower. Borage tastes like cucumber melon goodness. I love this plant. It also has medicinal uses. It helps with anxiety. It helps with stress in general throughout the body. And I'm going to dry some this year so I can put it in my relaxation tincture. I'll bring you along for that ride if you want to learn how to make that tincture as well. Anyway, so that is the borage going to flower. And that's a baby borage we just planted. We love borage. It's fuzzy. If you can get over the fuzz, the taste is phenomenal. Alright, this is that giant volunteer on the ground, just left it to its own devices. If you've ever wondered what happens to a tomato plant, actually this is 2 tomato plants, when you don't string them up or put them in tomato cages, this is what happens. So if we get tomatoes off of it, so be it. If we don't, okay too, you know. So we're gonna go in closer and we're gonna check out these tomatoes. See? Now these actually look like my favorite store-bought tomato, if you can have a favorite store-bought tomato. They call them cocktail tomatoes or chef's tomatoes. Campari is the name of them. And I mean, of course, now that my tomatoes are coming in and there's all sorts of folks growing tomatoes and giving me tomatoes, that I haven't bought any. I only buy them in the winter because tomatoes are my favorite. And my husband threw some down in the garden, you know, from our back deck. And so we're thinking that it might be a Campari volunteer. I hope it's a Campari volunteer. I thought they were from Mexico. At least that's what I thought. And I thought they were grown in a greenhouse. So, you know, they radiate all that stuff before it comes in, so that you don't bring anything bad in the country, which is terrible, but you know what I'm saying. And it kills the fertility of the seeds, just like it kills fertility and everything. And so you can't really save seeds out of, you know, fruits like that. So I'm like totally excited if this is in fact is a Campari, but I've not had any off of it yet. So we'll just have to wait and see. But yep, that's the volunteer. And look, it's the tender greens that I called collards. We only had this guy come up and that guy come up because the birds, I'm telling you, because I have the bird feeder and we like to watch the birds. They come down here and they pick the seeds out of the hay. They eat the bugs, which is good. But they also, when you plant seeds direct and not just starts, they will eat them, and that's kind of crappy. So anyway, maybe now they'll eat the bird seed when I plant the new ones of the ones that didn't come up. That's borage. Just planted a tiny start of borage. And then there are some green pepper plants that have fallen over. And there's a lovely pepper. We'll take that one. These are called King Arthur. King Arthur green peppers, green bell peppers, sweet peppers. King Arthur. Yes, I bought them because they're heirloom, and my buck is Arthur. Yes, that's why I did that. But I think I see another one down here. There it is. Oh, it's ready. No knife needed. And so that is all of the peppers off of that. And you can see back down through there to where, excuse me, I'm having a bug attack, where the the strawberries and tomatoes, and I got like this giant marigold thing going on. Planted marigolds in my garden for the first time this year as a, you know, bug repellent, pest repellent, whatever you want to call it. And look at this. It's finally gonna bloom. I started these marigolds in March in my house, and see, look, they're finally gonna bloom. Look at how tall that marigold is. That is like the biggest dang marigold I have ever seen. You want to talk about a big mamma jamma? That is a big mamma jamma of a marigold. And it is not bloomed yet, but I think I see buds on it. Do I see buds? No, not yet, but this little guy bloomed. And I've got a couple in my flower bed in the front that bloomed. Now, let's check out the sweet peppers. Well, those other ones are sweet. I don't grow anything but sweet because of my Crohn's, and no sweet peppers yet. I've gotten 2 so far this year, but they're still making, so that's good. All right, harvest so far. There you go. That's measly compared to what I picked in the rain yesterday. And there's the volunteer tomato again, between the blueberries. We come up to the newer part of the garden we started mulching this year. Not a lot to harvest up here yet. This is a pumpkin. We planted with that, there's a story behind this pumpkin. We had a little vole, little some sort of mousy rodent dude, and Enoch usually catches them. He's our 14-pound Pomeranian. And so anyway, this thing sprouts in the yard, and we're like, what is this? I'm like, oh, I hope it's a volunteer watermelon. I don't know how it would be, but wouldn't that be great? No, it was a pumpkin, jack-o'-lantern pumpkins. So we saved the seeds. That was back in 2014. We just really dried them, left them laying around, didn't stratify them till like about a year, but maybe 6 months ago. We had 2 of them sprout. This is one of them. And this is the other one. The one that looks super, 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 super sad. But if you look right here, what is that, people? That, my friends, is a pumpkin. So there you go. I mean, maybe we'll have it by October 31st, who knows? But that is a pumpkin, my friends. And here is another pumpkin coming, if you can see that weird angle. There it is. So yeah, those seeds are very old and weren't saved properly. So there you go. And then there's our sunflowers again. Yep, this one's hanging low. He's about ready to harvest. Let's see your seeds. Oh, look at those seeds. Look. My rabbits are gonna love it. My rabbits are gonna love it. Can you see the seed in there? That's awesome. My rabbits are gonna love it. Yep, that's what I feed them, a lot of that. So anyway, that's the sunflowers and the giant pumpkin. And I don't think we've really ever showed you pitiful Mr. Stayman Winesap. Pitiful Mr. Stayman Winesap's about 6 years old. He has had fungus since last year. He tried to fruit last year with the fungus. Fruit, not so much. and we've treated it with a few different things. The only thing I've not done yet that I'm gonna do is spray apple cider vinegar on him and see if that works. So I don't know, we may have to replace him. But if you go parallel to good old Mr. Stayman Winesap, you have Miss Anna Apple. Yes, we got Miss Anna Apple because of Anamala, Anna, aka I should have said. And Anna is doing great. She has not got the fungus. So evidently the notice went through the mycelium and said, do something to protect yourself. And Anna has protected herself. And look, this is her first fruit. Oops, sorry, I'm holding the camera up above my head, so let me get it in the frame. Look, it's our first Anna apple. It's the only one, but it's an Anna apple. And there it is. And look, it's starting to turn red. Can't wait to harvest it and give her and try my first and only Anna apple. So then if you look down below Anna, you find yarrow. Yarrow that we started this year from seed. Started them in soil blocks and then transplanted the starts. This is my valerian. Oh, the battery's about to die. This is that's the valerian. You can't really see it because of the sun. There it is. That's valerian. And look, there's more valerian. Valerian. Remember where I showed you the red clay? There's the red clay and the peas. I love pea plants. They're beautiful. Planted those straight in the ground. Came up. There you go. Yay, yay. This is dill. We started from seed and planted the start. I passed another dill down there that's on the ground right now. I need to stake it up. There it is, and we're back to Mr. Stayman Winesap. Well, I hope you enjoyed our garden tour. My battery is about to die, and I'm sweating. It is humid, humid, humid. So, we're going to end the video here, and I hope you have a blessed day. Thank you for watching. If you like our videos, please subscribe, like, share, and comment, please. I love to hear from you guys. I hope you have a blessed day, and we'll see you next time here at the Black Pack Homestead. Bye-bye.